Is the Season 5 LMG going to be the next OP meta that we all got to deal with on an everyday basis? Basically, that question translates to, is the FiNN going to be the next BRUEN? I've been seeing this topic brought up a lot, seeing a lot of people talk about it. I'm here to give you a quick video, giving you my opinion based off of me playing a lot of pubs with it, playing a lot of Warzone with it. Truly, I believe it's going to come down to what game mode you prefer to play on a regular basis. I think it's viable in certain scenarios. We're going to get in depth with that throughout this video. If you look all around here, these are the attachments I was using within Warzone. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I was using within pubs. Basically, the main difference is I took that VOK optic off and I put a sleight hand for pubs. Another main thing I'm going to get into, because I got stuck on this one, was should I be using the XRK long shot adverse barrel, the one that gives you the extra fire rate, or should I be using the advantage barrel, which gives you extra recoil control? Again, I think that also comes down to what game mode do you prefer to play, Warzone, pubs. We're going to get real in depth with it, but I want to get your opinion on it because it's Season 5, the BRUEN's been nerfed, we don't have the Growl, a lot of different guns are being used. Do you guys see this being the next pub gun? Do you see this being a Warzone gun? Let me know. I want to see your guys' opinion. Is the new Season 5 LMG gonna live up to the hype? Is it gonna be the new meta? Is it gonna be the next BRUEN? Is it the next OP gun that we're gonna have to deal with on a daily basis? Let's get right into it. From a pub perspective, the FiNN is nasty. This gun is disgusting. You could light up some kill feeds. Like, look at this. Look at this. Like, if I would have known that those guys were still spawning right there, I probably would have had a 6-piece with ease. Like, the gun just shreds people off the map. You literally just delete people. If you see them first, like, look at it, they stand no chance. You drop them in 3 shots. The gun doesn't move. It's super mobile for LMG. I think it shoots faster than most subs. That might just be my opinion. I didn't test that, but it feels like it, which is OP if you ask me. For LMG, it moves super fast, it shoots faster than subs. Hell, it might be one of the best close range guns in the game right now. So if pubs is your thing, like you like chasing nukes, you like playing this on a regular basis with your buddies, hell yeah, you should be using the FiNN. Without a doubt, this gun is disgusting. Right out of the box, this gun like has no recoil, no attachments, it has like no recoil, very mobile, shoots pretty fast. This gun just kills so fast. Look at that. In the moment, it's just, you just feel it. When you're lighting people up, it feels great, because you're literally dominating the map. But the question is, does that translate over to Warzone? If you're on my channel, you probably like watching Warzone, you probably play a lot of Warzone yourself. Does this translate? Is this gonna be the next Warzone meta? To be honest, I don't think so. We're gonna look at some Warzone clips. I'm gonna break down why I don't think it'll be a viable option. But if you do pubs on a regular basis, you need to be using this shit. The FiNN is disgusting. Let's look at some Warzone clips and let me explain why I don't think the FiNN is going to be a viable option within Warzone. Why I don't think it's going to be the next OP meta. In these first couple clips, I'm using that XRK long shot adverse barrel, the one that gives you extra fire rate and bullet velocity. Let's take a look right here. That guy gets fried. I shredded right through his armor. He stood no chance. It feels good. At those close range and mid-range gunfights, the FiNN actually feels like it's really good. The problem is, when you get to those long distance gunfights, it doesn't feel so good anymore. We're gonna see this guy's teammate come out. Shout out to him. He was playing a little slow there, taking his sweet time. That guy got fried the second he came out the door. This guy right here, Stadium, absolutely fried. That took about 5 to 6 shots maybe, but the gun shoots so fast that 5 to 6 shots, that happens really fast. You don't really feel it. I'm gonna pause the clip right here real quick so I can get a little bit more in depth with you. Let's talk about it logically. Close range, it feels great. There's no hate towards the gun in that scenario. But it's an LMG. It's going to be your main gun that you're using for those long distance gunfights. And with the FiNN, I feel like that damage fall off is dramatic. Like, I feel like it's very noticeable. You're definitely going to notice it when you're using it. And within Warzone, I feel like that makes it less of a viable option. We're going to get into a clip here where kind of get to show you guys, showcase what I'm talking about, especially with the adverse barrel. I used both the adverse barrel, and then I took it off and I swapped it out for the XRK, the long shot barrel, which takes away that fire rate, but it's a little bit better for the range gunfights. Either way, I still feel like there's better guns to use. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's jump right into that next clip. It's going to come up right about now. Okay. All right, this guy right here, we're stalking him. My teammates live ping him. I know where he's at. I'm anticipating him. I'm mounted. That's a lot of shots. I hit that guy a lot. That's with the XRK long shot adverse barrel, the one that gives you the extra fire rate. I shot him a lot. Something that Warzone does that kind of ticks me off. I'm sure it's happened to all of you at some point, where clearly I got a lot of white armor tags and I broke his armor. I probably tagged him a couple times after that. My teammate puts like 1 or 2 bullets into him and it gives my teammate the knock. How the hell does that happen? Couldn't tell you. But that's not the point. I tagged that guy a lot. If this was a pre-patch Bruin or that was a pre-patch Grau, that guy would have been annihilated the second he came around that little shack. So that's where I'm talking, like, you feel it. You feel that damage fall off when they're at a range. We're going to get into the next clip where I changed the barrel. This is my buddy Personified. He was actually using my FiNN class, which had the XRK long shot barrel. Yeah, like you see, if that was the Grau or the Bruin, you would have had both those knocks. See what I'm saying? So right there. Pers and I, earlier in this match, we were kind of having a debate because he was saying, hey, this FiNN is way too easy to use. It takes away from the competitiveness. Anybody could shoot it. He's right. The gun is an absolute laser. You could shoot it across the map. You could beam people. But what I explained to him in the moment was, it's not necessarily the Bruin. It's not the Grau, because before those guns got nerfed, they were insane as far as how fast you could get a kill and at the distance in which you could get those kills because of the damage range and the bullet velocity. Where this gun, it definitely has the accuracy, it definitely has like the bullet velocity, but it takes a lot more shots. So when you're the person that's getting beamed by these guns from across the map, you have wiggle room to try to finesse your movement and try to get behind cover or get out of that line of sight. Whereas with the Grau or the Bruin, you practically stood no chance. Like you were going like that. So we'll let the clip run a little bit more, but this is just my opinion. I'm speaking to my feel and what I noticed with the gun. I did try it with the 2 barrels. I said it right there. I don't think it's that OP. I don't think this will be the new meta. Like, you're gonna see him shoot this guy crossing the road. Yeah, he gets the knock there. That took a lot of shots. That probably took like 6 or 7 shots. And he relied on Batman to get his knock here. He's getting ready to get into a gunfight with somebody in the Superstore parking lot. This guy has no armor. He's gonna, let's look at it. That took like 4 shots right there on somebody that didn't have armor. You know, you gotta hit your shots there. If that guy had armor, you're looking at that probably would have been like 8 shots, maybe more, to actually get the knock. Overall, there's more viable guns to use. I would prefer the M4. I would prefer the Kilo. The Bruin, even though I got a nerf, right? It has a little bit more recoil, but it's still a usable gun. The Grau's still usable. I think there's a lot of other options to explore and to use before you use the FiNN. It does shoot a straight line. It's easy to control. It has good mobility. But in Warzone, given the extra armor and given the distance at which you got to take a lot of these gunfights, I don't think the FiNN is going to be the meta. That's my opinion. I wanted to bring it to you guys because a lot of these YouTubers and big streamers, Nick Merck said it best. A lot of them are going to drop videos about guns just because that's good content. It's going to get the viewership. But if you don't see those guys pulling out that gun on game day when it's time to compete in a tournament or something where there's actually stakes to be had within the match, if they're not using that gun, it's because there's better options. Hey, maybe I'm wrong, but I highly doubt I'm wrong on this one. I don't see the big streamers or the big tournament players, I don't see them using the FiNN on tournament day. There's a lot more viable options. I think the Kilo is going to be the meta. The M4 is going to be the meta. We have a balanced Warzone. So thank you, Infinity Ward, for not dropping a DLC weapon that's easy to control, meaning no recoil, and has insane damage. Thank you. And pubs, if pubs is your thing, have fun with the FiNN. It's nasty. It's disgusting. You could light up kill feeds. Warzone, I don't think this is it. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think down below. I appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. If you're on my channel, you probably like Warzone gameplay. You probably watch your streamers using it in Warzone. How does it? There's no shot. I felt so good with that when I had the window open because it's hot as fuck in here and somebody starts their car or motorcycle. Now I gotta wait for them to leave because I know this mic fucking picks up everything. Ah, God, Jesus Christ, how many times are you gonna do it, buddy? Fuck. He just 4 times. little narrow ass street. He revved that shit 4 times. You can pull off some insane movement with this gun. It shoots really fast. It has LMD, Jesus Christ. It has LMG. Most gunfights you're taking with your ARs and your LMGs aren't this close. That guy gets absolutely deleted. Those are the guns that you need to do damage, right? You need your ARs, you need your Warzone, it takes too many shots. That extra body armor, you'll find yourself in a situation where you're shooting for a long time, a real long time. I feel like I could do this better. Broke his armor. I shot him probably a couple times after cracking his armor, and my teammate gets credited with the kill. Yes?
I'm ready with the deeps. I don't know if you want to take a break, drink some wine, eat some snacks.
Okay. God, I'm stumbling now, man. I'm stumbling. I've done so many of these. I can't even get the words out anymore, man.